Greetings everyone, Zannrath here, welcome back to more Hearthstone, another week in the Tavern Brawl, and this week, Hallows and Masquerade Ball. Everyone is dressed up for the Masquerade. When a minion is played, they become a minion that costs 2 more. Destroy them to reveal the minion under the mask. So, to me, this sounds like, play a minion, gives, something, if it has an effect, it goes off, gets transformed into something that's 2 more, and then once you destroy the minion, whatever minion was actually played, like the Deathrattle is, it summons that. So I try to go with a little bit more of a minion heavy deck, a little bit more focused on like the cheaper end of things to try to get cheap minions to play that get buffed. Like Firefly, for instance, right? You play a 1-mana minion, you get a 3-mana minion, and then I try to put some stuff in that has a lot of battle cries, right? So you can get an effect that goes off. And then it gets transformed into something, and then, like things like Firefly or Netherwalker, I get to get another card that potentially, hopefully, can be another minion to play that gets transformed into something bigger. So, a little bit of that in there, and then some other stuff I try to be in there to be a little cheeky in terms of like, hey, maybe I play like an Emperor Cobra, and my opponent forgets, like once it gets transformed into something, and they, forget that there's an Emperor Cobra behind that. They kill it, and then all of a sudden I have this little cheeky poisonous minion that's gonna like take out something big on their end. So that's kind of what I went for some of these other things. To after it gets unmasked, that's a little bit something that's annoying to get rid of or to have to deal with. So it's kind of the similar vein for Gastropod, and that's kind of it. I actually don't even know if I have any demons in this deck for this guy to go off. Other than that one. So maybe I will actually edit this and take, this chum out. I guess we can go for another 4-drop minion in that vein. So what is something that is annoying here that we can use? We could also pick minions that are, where are the ones that are like, it's like a 1/1 but it summons something big? Right? Like, you guys know what I'm talking about. Let's see, like, Big Time Racketeer, right? You turn this, you get an 8-mana minion and a 6/6, for 6 mana. But then, once you kill that big thing, you get a 1/1. But, like, you know what? Maybe let's do that. Let's be cheeky and throw that chum in there. That could be funny, I guess. That'd be like the one-off of copy of, like, that strategy in this deck. This, like I said, this deck is just like, there's some loose threads in here. Probably someone can do something better with it, with the ideas that I had, but we'll see how it goes. And, a couple spells in there for other things, but my first thought was like, let's make a lot of minions, or make a deck with a lot of minions that have Battle Cry, to take effect of the, they get transformed into something else. So you have something that impacts the board immediately with the Battle Cry, and then you get a bigger minion. And then there's the whole part about like the once the minion dies or the Deathrattle goes off, it sounds like it resummons it. So we'll see if that actually works. Alright, kind of wish I had a 1-drop, but whatevs. I guess I could coin out something, but I don't really want to. Alright, ooh, Galakrond deck. Seems reasonable. Can I get something? Nah. Alright, I guess I could coin out something. Maybe I will. For 4-drop. I can still do something. Okay. I kind of like this, but this is also something to actually, like, impact the board soonish. But I think I'm going to take that. Alright. So mine survives an attack from my opponent, but we'll see. And of course, the silence is for, whenever something weird comes out, I can silence away the Deathrattle effect and hopefully, hit something that also has another effect like that. But we don't need to do anything for that right now. So the Dormant, I'm actually curious how that works. So I guess the Dormant stays dormant, and then once it gets summoned, it gets transformed? Perhaps? I don't know. I guess we do that, and then attack into that. Well, but then that's also going to get buffed to a 2/3, but that's fine. So we do that. Go here. So that's going to summon the 1/1 again, or so the 1/2. That's going to go off, buff that thing up, and summon the 1/1 again. My opponent can clear this chum here, if they choose to. We shall see. What is my next turn, though? I guess I could do this or that. I mean, I could do any of these guys, but we'll see what's up. Galakrond for Priest is what? Oh, going for some buff action. That's a bummer. Summon Chum. Or I guess it doesn't get buffed, but the summon thing doesn't go off. Which makes sense. Let's see here. I can clear this. That's gonna get activated next turn, so not sure if it's gonna be a 2/5 with the taunt, right? Because it's when a minion is played, not summoned. So I don't know if this counts as, like, my opponent played it, but it was dormant. So now does that actually change? Based on the wording, I think not, but anyways, what am I doing? I kind of want to do this to clear that, but then I float 2 mana and I don't do anything. So maybe I just play this out and go here. My opponent may just trade there. We'll see. I spell destroys any minion summon. Okay, so that dormant does not actually get the effect off because, like I said, you played the card, but it goes dormant, and so it doesn't actually transform. But then once it actually comes out, it's already been played, so that effect goes off. All right, going for the silence there, and I forgot what my opponent silenced. The Satyr. Okay, that's fine, I suppose. All right, I guess I go here and here. I think I play this. Let's see if my opponent has another Master Spell. And this is the attacking the wrong ones. Yeah, alright. That's fine, I guess. So, my opponent doesn't have a great board. Does have initiative. Alright, that's going to be cheeky to deal with afterwards. I can silence this away. This is I think it's when it's healed or something. A friendly minion is healed, yeah. I could silence that away to get rid of this chum. Oh, that's interesting that this guy does not. That's cool, that's cool. I don't know if this is worth silencing off. Is it worth silencing? Do I maybe, like, silence it, punch this, and just punch face for 10? But then my opponent, like, hits here, heals it. I still can take it out theoretically next turn. I think I just silence that away. And just punch face here. I mean, my opponent can't bump here, heal. That goes to 7. I can go here, here. That's a little bit unfortunate, but whatevs. Okay, okay. Kel'Thuzad, that is spicy. That is spicy. Fortunately, does not die. So let's go ahead and take this out. I forget what comes out of that. That's a 4/4. So we'll go here, and that becomes a 2/1. Play this out for a 3 mana drop, and then a 3 mana drop. Remember, this takes damage. Boombot. Yeah, sure. I'll throw this chum out there, and I'll just hero power. Ooh, that is spicy. Wow, that was a good I don't know what you call it. Transform, evolution, whatever. It was a good one. That's all that matters. That was actually really good. That was almost disgusting. Alright, Galakrond comes out. That's fine. Hits the weaker. Well, actually, not particularly weaker. Alright. There's that, and this is gets a minion, right? Yep. Alright, let's go punch, punch, punch. I forgot what is hidden underneath this guy. I think it was one of the gas. No, this is a 4 mana. Okay, so it is a gastropod. Do I set? I mean, I could do this to deal another 6 and just really pressure my opponent. I think I might actually do that. Let's just really pressure my opponent. Get a big beefy boy out there. Ooh, and that is a spicy beefy boy. Because Deathrattle as it comes back, and it gives, back my whatever. Alright, that's not very helpful unless he can destroy it. So I think that actually might be lethal. think that's just lethal boys. I think just even on board it's lethal boys. And we have plenty of damage from hand too. Well, I think I got the better end of the deal on those things. On those transform, whatever effects you want to call them. I think it actually worked out. I think there's definitely ways to tweak this deck to be much better. And I'm sure someone can like take my theme and like do a much better job than I did with it. But I kind of like the poisonous plays here. Like I think they were definitely that giant wasp able to take out the Kel'Thuzad was the clutchest thing because well, if I could not have cleared that Kel'Thuzad, I think my opponent just would have ran away with the board. I think there's like no doubt for me that would have happened. So that was such a clutch giant wasp. Owl was pretty decent too. I mean, there's definitely better ways to optimize this deck, and I think the stuff that I did, there's some promise to it, but I kind of like, I mean, you know, N of 1, it's hard to tell, but I really think, I mean, you know, at least this one match, the poisonous dudes, I think pulled their weight. So, yeah, anyways, that was this week's Tavern Brawl. I think we've had something similar. Like, it wasn't exactly this Tavern Brawl, I don't believe. Maybe we have had this Tavern Brawl, but we've had some sort of Masquerade type Tavern Brawl before. But anyways, it works. I'm sure someone can better optimize this strategy, and I'm sure there's probably a better strategy out there for this particular Tavern Brawl. But that was it for this week. So until next time, thanks for watching. Bye.